Okay, so where is it? Okay, let's just go back from here. Um, so yeah, I do like how you can, like I said back in Glitter Gulch Mine, I do really like the fact that the worlds are all interconnected, and it gives you the sense that this is a open world. I would definitely like to see a Banjo 3 being a legit open world, and expand upon the idea of this game. But you don't. Okay, let's actually hit this guy. There we go. Don't make it like crazy collectibles like Donkey Kong 64. Like, um, you can maybe add one or two more collectibles, but nothing crazy. Not like the 50 million collectibles in Donkey Kong 64 or anything like that. But I would love to see a Banjo 3 where it expands upon the idea of this being of Banjo having a big open world and all that, because they kind of had that idea going with this game, but it still follows the same basic idea of the first game, where there's like multiple worlds that you go through, and like what is it? The levels do interconnect, like I said, but it still functions very similar to how the first game did. So maybe for a Banjo 3, there'd be a ton of like areas that would realistically be worlds, but they'd actually just be like more parts to the one world you're a part of. Like, okay, you'll still have Jiggies, maybe note. Well, yeah, you'll still have Jiggies and notes, maybe Cheeto pages again, or maybe they'll do have a replacement for Cheeto pages, and like all that stuff. You'll still have all that basic, kind of like like all those basic collectibles and stuff, but the main game will be changed a little bit, where the worlds aren't it's not just worlds anymore. It's one big open world with tons of like areas that feel like a world, that feel like worlds. It's kind of weird to explain this, but I hope you're kind of getting the gist of what I mean. Like, I don't know. I think that expanding upon the idea of this game being like this big world would be really cool. So I highly doubt it's ever gonna happen, but hey, it's an idea. So hey, Rara, if you're watching this, which I highly doubt, hey, there's a idea for a Banjo 3 for you, I suppose. Yeah, don't worry about the game not feeling like Banjo anymore or anything like that. It would still feel like Banjo. You will still feel like you're playing worlds and all that, just like you were just like you did in these two games. It will just be structured a little bit differently. No, not so differently that's another nuts and bolts. No. The same gameplay will mostly stay the same, and the collectibles will still be there, and you'll still be collecting new moves as you progress. They'll just be like the world will be made a little bit differently, but besides that, it's pretty much the main gameplay is gonna stay basically the same. So just minor changes like making the okay, I'm kind of screwed right now. Yeah, I'm screwed. I can't do this. Yeah, I don't have any ice eggs, and yeah, just kill me. All that can happen. Ow. Okay, does it refill my ice eggs? It does not. Okay. Wait, what? Why am I back here for? Well, either way, it gives us ice eggs, I guess. But I don't know why we're back in this place. Did it save? Do we still have all the collectibles? I'm pretty sure it does. Yes, it looks like it's fine. That's kind of weird. Like I don't know why. Yeah, because like the last area we went to was the like that little, what was it? I can't remember the area where it had the split up pads and all that. Like, okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe the death thing doesn't work the way I thought it did. Maybe they changed it a little bit in this game. I don't know. I don't know everything about this game, so. Oh no, I was wrong. Blasphemy! I made a mistake. Yeah, but yeah. I'm wondering, like, we just need to get back to where we were. Hopefully it won't take too long. But yeah, well, one thing I do recommend doing that can help a lot in this world is make sure you take care of all the areas, all the sections in the area you're in currently, and then move on to the next one. So basically what I'm talking about is go through all the doors here until you're completely finished, so then you don't forget, you don't like miss anything, and you like completely forget like where the last Cheeto page or honeycomb piece or collectible is, because that can help. That can really help. Like you just going through, getting everything like sorted before going into the next area, and also. Oh, okay. One thing I want to point out: these little fishies or whatever they're called, the items they're carrying is randomized, kind of like they're always gonna have the same collectibles like overall, but they're gonna be in different places. Like in another playthrough, this could be a Cheeto page or something, and then a previous one we got could be a Jiggy and stuff like that. Like they're always in the same places. These fish are always in the same places, but they're gonna the items that they will hold will change between in every playthrough, I believe. Kind of like the Jinjos actually. I don't know if I've already mentioned this, but the Jinjos they're always in the same areas, but they what is it? They are always like, okay, what am I trying to say? The Jinjos are always in the same places in every playthrough, but what color Jinjos that you'd have are always randomized. So the first Jinjo I got, I completely forgot. I don't know. I can't remember what it was, but what the first Jinjo I got could be like, I don't know, a white Jinjo in my next playthrough for the game. So it doesn't really change anything too drastically, but it is a pretty cool little detail, minor detail that kind of makes each playthrough a little bit unique. Like I said, it's still going to be playing through the game normally with the Jinjos in their regular places. They're just going to be like, the colors are going to be like reorganized and stuff like that. So it's actually pretty cool. Not a lot of games do that to my knowledge. So yeah, it's appreciated, I suppose. So yeah, we just need to do some little platforming up here, because like, even though this game is like at its core gameplay a platformer, it doesn't really like do a lot of precise platforming elements and stuff. Like there's definitely moments where it feels like it does feel like it's a platformer. It's kind of rare and far between. it's definitely more like more of a, what is it? It's definitely more of a collectathon, like the first game and all that. And I'll get that honeycomb piece in just a bit, but we need to take care of this big fishy. Thankfully, nowhere near as frightening as Snack or anything like that. But anyways, what you have to do is just... And I completely missed. Basically, what you need to do is just use grenade eggs, and yes, grenade eggs are the only thing that work with this. You do that, and then he'll open his mouth so you can enter. And don't fret, he's not going to kill you if you do that. It would be nice if you stopped moving. Come on, there we go. That was kind of weird looking, but hey. We got inside the big fish. And somehow these guys came in here. So yeah, the big teeth can actually hurt you, but he never actively aims for you, I believe. So yeah, just don't let him get too close. And here we have this girl. Oh, Alright, well, we'll be getting that Jiggy much later. Well, not much later, but probably by the time we finish the world. Because like, we need to go back to the surface to get the Jiggy from Jolly Roger. There's no point in doing that now, because we're going to just waste time, so... Yeah, gonna be dealing with that by the time we finish everything else. I'm getting a decent amount of black Gingos. Like they take the longest to complete, considering they have 9 fat Gingos. So yeah, it's nice to get some of that done. And now there has a honeycomb piece. Okay, so I also like how the teeth like stay on the ground. It's a nice little attention to detail. So okay, so let's just get that little warp pad, and now let's get that empty honeycomb piece. So we just do this. There we go. That was very quick and simple. And I don't think there's anything else in this area. So let's just exit. There's another octopus. And there we go. Okay. I want to make sure I get everything done with Banjo and Kazooie first, and then turn into the transformation. So okay, so there's another warp pad, and also there should be the boss area in one of these lockers. Yeah, D Jones. You just blow this up. There we go. We won't be doing that just yet, though. So oh wow, yeah, the actual people responsible for making this game. So you have the G Kirkhope, obviously Grant Kirkhope. I don't know who D Jones is though. I don't know who most of these people are, but hey, appreciate you guys making one of my favorite games I've ever made. So hooray, I guess. Oh right, I need to go back here because I remember we failed to actually get to the area that we were trying to get to here. So still got a Jiggy, it seems like. Now let's see here. What are we missing right now? Okay, so we're missing one Cheeto page. I know where that is, and a bunch of Jiggies. Okay, so we just need to go on a Jiggy hunt. So, no, I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Okay, so there's the Jiggy from Jolly Roger. There's the boss. There's a mini game. There's one we can't get yet. What else? I don't know. Well, it'll probably come back to me.